What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is PBR and I'll be hanging out with you for today's episode of Shoe Care Academy. For this video, we got some undefeated kicks. Unfortunately, these aren't the 4s. We're saving those for Vic Almighty, but these things do need some rejuvenated loving. They are looking hella dusty. That's why I went and grabbed my best friend, the good old signature shoe cleaning kit, and we're gonna bring these things back to life. With all that being said, there's not much left to it but to do it, so let's get straight into this episode of Shoe Care Academy. Since this is a canvas sneaker, we gotta use our sneaker laundry system to really flush out these sneakers. What I mean by this is if you're using the traditional method, using soap and water, all you're really doing is just pushing the dirt around on the sneaker, pushing it deeper into the material. And there is a good chance that after it dries, you're just gonna see some yellow staining, which is basically like the soap resurfacing. You have to really flush them out on the inside and out using our patent laundry system that is found in our signature shoe cleaning kit. With that being said, let me go ahead and prep our cleaning station. Now that the cleaning station's all set, let me grab some water and pour it inside our dry rack roll combo that I have hanging out in the front. This dry rack roll combo is gonna be great to store your brushes, allow them to properly drip dry throughout the process, as well as it acts as a bowl, so you ain't gotta use your mama's Tupperware. With that out of the way, I'm gonna grab our solution and just squirt some squirts. This stuff is highly concentrated, only need like 2 or 3 squirts. All right, now let's go ahead and get this cleaning party popping off. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab one shoe, set that aside. That way we can have a good before and after purpose after the cleaning. I'm gonna remove these shoelaces and insert our adjustable shoe trees. Now that we got these laces removed, one thing I wanna highlight is Chuck's laces are notorious for getting stains, as you see. Unfortunately, those can be pretty challenging to clean. However, I'm gonna do my best to clean them up using some steps I'm gonna mention a little later on in the video. With that said, let's get these set aside. Shoe tree is inserted. We have that nice hard toe box so we can apply as much pressure as I need to this plastic area and throughout the shoe, as well as it's just gonna hold the form and shape of the sneaker once it's inside the laundry bag while it's in the washer system. To start this cleaning off, we are gonna use our soft bristle brush. It's just the safest on all materials, the least abrasive, not gonna snag or destroy any of this canvas, and it just generates the most bubbles. So with that being said, time to get bubbly. Sorry, Johnny Bubbles. Stole your line. When using your soft bristle brush, I like to brush in circular motions, but you can also brush back and forth. Canvas is one of those materials that is super porous and it's gonna soak in a lot of the water. You don't really need to worry about oversaturating the material because you want it to absorb all those soap suds. That way it can break down the dirt and grime from the inside out. All right, gonna go ahead and rack the soft bristle brush. Went ahead and clean the uppers on the outside and the inside. That's gonna be crucial for material like this because it just soaks up a lot of sweat and you wanna really clean that off. Right now, I still see a lot of major staining on these uppers. Not too worried about it because the laundry system is really gonna flush it out. Rather than making the laundry system do extra work on this tongue, I'm gonna grab our medium bristle brush and just get some deeper scrubs in this section right here, as well as the midsole. So let's get it, let's go. As you guys can see, I'm working on the midsole right now with our medium bristle brush. This is a general all-purpose brush. Like you saw, it's good on the canvas. Just make sure you're brushing in one direction so it doesn't potentially fray. It's good on this material because it's very durable. However, all canvases can be different. So just make sure you're brushing in one direction. You see it don't fray, just go to town, let the brush do the work and continue. Again, also using it on these midsoles. However, these are really stained. So if I don't get the best results, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed using the stiff bristle brush. But now, I'm gonna continue with the medium. UNDFTD is considered a pioneer in the streetwear scene, blending sport, fashion, and sneaker culture seamlessly. The name UNDFTD symbolizes resilience, perseverance, and a winning attitude. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you rock with UNDFTD? Personally, for me, UNDFTD has to be one of my favorite clothing brands of all time. One of the main reasons for that is because we actually have an UNDFTD store in Phoenix, Arizona. However, they got them all around the world. Bunch of them in LA, they got them in New York, Las Vegas, Japan. I actually went to Japan and copped this shirt right here. Let's go and get a close up. But again, I went to both stores in Japan. They also got some in China. The midsole still is looking a little rough, so I wanna go ahead and hit it with our stiff bristle brush right now. With that being said, I'm also gonna take care of these outsoles. One thing I do want to highlight when cleaning Chucks, our stiff bristle brush is safe enough to use on that toe cap. You actually want to use this brush just to get the deepest clean right there. All right guys, we're breezing through this cleaning right now. The next step is just to set the shoe aside before we put it in the laundry and take care of these laces. To take care of your laces, I'm gonna hit you guys with a few easy steps. First things first, just put them inside a bowl of water, swoosh them back and forth like so. As you can see, The water's setting up nice, just as we like it. Then you can just go ahead and put them through your hands and just start scrubbing back and forth. Really wring out all that dirt and grime. You can do it with your hands. Another pro tip is to really use your towel and wring it out like so. One thing I like to do though is grab our soft bristle brush and just scrub some of these stains out. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, our soft bristle brush is very gentle and it's not gonna fray or snag material, including laces. So make sure you guys get that nice deep clean with your soft bristle brush like so. Another thing you guys can do is just keep them inside a bowl of water in solution overnight and really allow it to break down the dirt and grime. For the sake of time, we're not gonna do that, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put them inside the shoe so they can wash inside the laundry system as well. With that being said, I'm gonna grab my sneaker, gonna grab the sneaker laundry bag. We're gonna put it inside the laundry bag like so. For this video, we only have one shoe inside the bag. However, our bag will hold 2 shoes up to a size 12.5. They also come with this locking mechanism. So you wanna make sure you put it down and make sure it's locked on both sides. That's just gonna allow the sneaker and shoelaces not to fall out during the washing cycle. And right now, we're off to the laundry room. All right, before we drop these in the washer using our sneaker laundry detergent, there is something I want to highlight, and that's that white canvas can probably be one of the most challenging materials to clean. After we take these out the washer and they fully dry, there is a chance we may put them through another wash cycle, but if that is the case, we will talk to you guys and let you know. But again, if you're at home, you have a dirty pair of Chucks, a second or third wash may just do justice. As always, cold water, normal cycle. All right, here we go. It's been 24 hours, 1 laundry cycle, and another undefeated t-shirt later, and these are the results we're working with. There is a section I do want to highlight that's kind of some challenging areas. That's going to be over on this canvas tongue. Stains are still visibly there. I'm not too worried because our laces are going to go on top of those once we lace them up, and actually these laces turned out better than I thought as well. So rather than go ahead and spending time and doing another laundry cycle, we didn't want to waste your guys' time. Just know if you have some beat Chucks at home, there's a chance they may need another cycle. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get these things laced up. Yo, Vic, you would know. You from the same era as me. High top Chucks, fold the tongue down like that. Or yeah, the fat red laces. Or sometimes you could throw it over like this when they didn't have this right here. And you fold this down too.
Yeah, polo laces.
Did you do this too? Bro, that was the error. If you know, you know. All right, there it is. That's gonna do it. That's gonna wrap things up for today's episode of Shoe Care Academy on these all white, more like cream undefeated Chuck Taylors. Let me go ahead and bring the dirty pair in frame so you can see how well our signature kit got down. You can get results just like this by shopping at shoemaker.com. I recommend our signature shoe cleaning kit, but while you're there, you can get the mat. Matter of fact, you can get all your shoe care needs for shoemaker.com, and if you're like me and you like to save some dollar bills, you can use the promo code undefeated20 to save 20% off, but it's only gonna be good for the first 20 orders, so make sure you guys act fast. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know the vibe. Until next time, Pretty Boy Rob signing out.